What's up, YouTube? So I'm here with a cooking slash taste testing video. So for those of you who don't know me in real life, I do not eat seafood. I know, shocker. What in the world, girl? What do you eat? So just a quick backstory. When I was like 11 years old, I had some seafood. I got sick off of it. Ever since then, I have not been able to eat it. The only thing I can eat is fish, but no crabs, no shrimp. And because I was 11, a lot of the seafood that people eat as adults, I never got the chance to taste because my parents weren't buying us mussels, you know? Anyway, so I say that to say, I don't know what I like and what I don't like. What I do know is when I taste crab, when I taste shrimp, I get the urge that I want to throw up immediately the minute I swallow it. So I decided I was going to cook some other type of dishes of things that I've never had to see if it's actually seafood or is it just crab and shrimp, because those are the only two that I know. Again. So to get started, we have some olive oil and butter in the pan. The butter just gives it the flavor. The olive oil helps the butter not to burn, so that's why we're using both. Warming this up to saute some mushrooms. We want these to get nice and toasted and caramelized for that extra depth of flavor for our dish. So yeah, we're just gonna saute these mushrooms, give it a good stir every once in a while. To get color, you don't want to disturb the food too much, and you want to make sure you're browning on all sides. As you see, I'm flipping these over best I can to make sure we get even color all around. Now I'm adding some pepper. I'm gonna put some salt in here as well. You want to make sure you're seasoning your dish at each layer. So to start off, definitely we're going to season up these mushrooms. So if you look closely, you'll see that we're starting to get that golden brown color on our mushrooms, and that is exactly what we want. So now I'm adding a handful of sliced onion. I slice these very thinly on a mandolin. If you do not have a mandolin, it is totally fine to just slice them up with a knife. And where there's onion, there has to be garlic. So a handful of minced garlic is going in the pot as well. Give it a little stir. The reason I put the garlic in last is I do not want it to burn. So I've added a little more butter because my pan was getting a little dry, and we need that lubrication to keep everything nice and happy in this dish. So here comes the fun part. A white wine. I'm using Riesling. You can use a cup to a cup and a half depending on how drunk you want your mussels. I am putting this in my pan, and this is gonna deglaze any bits on the bottom as well as give it a full body flavor before we put our mussels in the pot. Now remember, flavor each layer. So I'm throwing in some salt and I'm throwing in some pepper to season. And this is basically going to be all that we're going to do before we put our mussels in the pot. At this stage, please taste your base because your mussels are going to soak up whatever you've put in that pot so far. now we're ready for our mussels. They have already been cleaned and prepared. They've just been hanging out in the fridge. I'm gonna put the lid on the pot, give it a little shake, and we're gonna leave this for like 4 to 7 minutes, okay? So we're almost done. I'm gonna give it one last shake. If you look through the pot, you can already see these openings. So voila. They look beautiful. At this point, I have no clue how they taste, but at least I know they look good. Our mussels are done cooking, but when I think of seafood, I always think of finishing touches like lemon and parsley. So I'm gonna take my microplane and I'm going to zest one whole lemon into this pot. I'm going to also add some parsley to this dish as well. And last but not least, we're going to slice that lemon and we're going to put the juice of that lemon in this pot as well. Y'all, this is coming together so lovely. Like my mouth is like watering watching this. I hope you're enjoying this so far. You can definitely eat this as is on the dinner table. If you want to make it a little more filling, feel free to add some pasta and it would pair just beautifully. What's up, YouTube? So we have the mussels. They are done. Here it is. Let's see if you guys can see that. Hopefully they're good. Again, I've never had these before and we are going to try them live on camera. I'm really nervous because I don't really know what to do with this thing, how to eat it or any of that. Let's see if I can move my camera a little bit. A little better. I don't know how to eat this. So if I'm doing it wrong, you know, you guys can put it in the comments, but I really just don't know. So from what I heard is like you can just pick it up and just like put it in your mouth. I don't know. So this is what we have. Ooh, I'm so nervous. I should have got something to drink. I didn't get anything to drink. I had some pasta to put in this too. Okay, it doesn't matter. Let's eat it. I mean, it's not bad, but I don't know what it tastes like. It's like, does it have a taste? Let's try another one. I do taste that seafoody taste that I don't really care for, but it's so mild. It's not giving me the urge to throw up. I low-key think I can eat this. Okay. I'm gonna try one more. I have some mushrooms and some lemon in this. So let's get one with all of that in the bite. Ooh, I should have put some cayenne pepper in it. Like clearly y'all can tell I cook because cayenne pepper in this. Look, mushroom in that, parsley, onion. Okay, it's not bad. I don't know if I'm like, oh my god, I love mussels, but it's not bad. Let's have some bread. Bread is so good. Okay. I'm gonna finish this bowl. Thanks for trying mussels out with me. Hopefully we can try out some new foods together on the regular. So you guys be great. Bye.